Okay, folks, I'm here. I just pulled this chat up, man, and I was like, "Oh snap! I forgot. I didn't forget. I forgot. Did I set up for 7:15? I thought I meant to do 7:30. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Dang, I got 8 people up in here. Make sure y'all hit the like. We here. I'm here. I'm here. Oh wow, my bad, y'all. I thought so. I thought I set it up for 7:30, but I set it up for what 7:15, and I was out. I just sat down, literally, man. I was I was all over the place, man. I've been running around, man. And then I scheduled the thing. I scheduled it right. I scheduled it. I thought I hit 7:30, but then I was like, what seven? I do 7:15? Because I looked at the chat. I said, oh man, y'all all up in here. But what's going on? Let me see who been in here. My bad. TJ, Straya. TJ said late. Straya said I've been must have thrown a bottle of Iron Mike. Shoot, I wouldn't even be here if I did that. Boy, I'd be 6 feet. Let's see, Nova Omega, what's up? Jesse Goodman, Mark Robinson, Bipolar Express. Who else we got in here? MJ, what's up? She said, "Where is he?" I'm here. I'm back. Oh no, the power bill is on. We on. MMA Art, what's going on? Mr. Gonzalez. Who else we got? Marcus Bell, of course. What's going on? Colostrum in the building. What's going on, man? Okay, y'all. So what's going on? Let's go ahead and get into it. Got about 15 of y'all in here. I've been holding out on this one. Let's go ahead and let's talk about this fight. Let's go ahead and give our predictions too, man. Amanda Lemos, Jessica Andrade. I just got done looking at the weigh-in as well. Both fighters, they looked the part. They made weight 115, no issues. And Amanda Lemos, she doesn't look too bad. I mean, what about you? What do y'all think? She doesn't really look like she's drained or sickly or anything. Andrade, look at her. She looks the same. She looks good. She looks good. And then just looking at that stare, yeah, bipolar says she looks drained a little bit. Yeah, around the eyes, I guess. But I guess when I compare it to some of these other fighters, she doesn't look as bad. I don't know. Did y'all see Macy Barber? What did y'all think about Macy Barber? Macy looked a little bit. I mean, maybe she was just tired. She looked a little bit tired, like kind of drained at that one interview she was doing. But Andrade, she looks good. With her being the height that she is, her weight's gonna distribute right. But Amanda Lemos, yeah, I can kind of see where you think she's a little drained. But she made it, man. She made it. She made it. So TJ said, "What's your late pass?" Oh, my late pass, man. Shoot, I'm just taking care of business, man. Just just doing some things. MMR said Andrade looks big. What's going on, Brian? Yeah. All right. So this the big one, y'all. This the big fight we all been looking forward to. I'm still a little torn on who I'm picking, but let's get into it, man. Amanda Lemos taking on Andrade. This is her biggest fight. Let's all be real. If anything, pressure is on Amanda. Pressure's on Amanda Lemos in this thing. I mean, I said it before. Y'all know why. It's Andrade. It's just Andrade. It's a main event, and it's 5 rounds. So this is the biggest fight on her resume right now. So yeah, like if anything, she's gonna be the one that has the pressure on her here. But with that being said, with a lot of pressure doesn't necessarily mean that she's limited. I think some people get that mixed up. Like when I say she's got a lot on her back in this fight, they think that okay, that she doesn't have experience. But she's got enough experience. She has experience to go in here and do what she does. It's just all about being focused and making sure that she's ready. So it's just more of never being here before. But Amanda Lemos has what it takes. to pull off an upset, because it is considered an upset. I mean, yeah, because what are the odds now? Y'all been looking? I haven't really been keeping up with the odds here. Is Amanda Lemos like plus 500 or something like that? What is she? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, with Lemos, yeah, the pressure's on, but it's a fight she can win. It's definitely a fight she can win. Andrade, come on, she's been here time and time again. This ain't nothing new to her. Uh, I think the only thing about Andrade that would be her downfall is if she hasn't um, taken a little bit of time to evolve. Hang on, let me plug my phone in. It's about to die. Hold on. All right, got that plugged in. Okay, y'all. Let's see. TJ said keys to victory for Lemos, head movement down the pipe. Exactly. That's what it is, man. Let's see, BJ, what's going on? BJ said Montana got up in Macy's face. I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one. I didn't see that. I was paying attention to not Montana, Andrade and Lemos, you know. But yeah, Andrade, man, like she's been here before, time and time again. But that might be her downfall as well. Like thinking you can just go in there and be the same fighter. You know, Andrade definitely has to make sure that she's somewhat evolved or somewhat improved. Because like I said, there's a blueprint out there for Andrade, right? Though we think she's scary and she can do this, she can do that, she got the power. Let's be real, Andrade still has a blueprint out to beat her. There's a blueprint out to beat her. But I know everybody's like, I don't think Lemos got it though. But we can't base it off the Angela Hill fight. Let's be real, y'all. Mark Robinson, what's going on? Mark Robinson said, Lemos is certainly capable of hurting Andrade. That being said, if she somehow doesn't hurt Andrade early on, she's in trouble. I expect that Lemos will fade before Andrade does. That's facts right there. I mean, I think that's what everybody's kind of looking at, which you can't deny. Andrade has the more proven natural abilities in this fight, right? The athleticism, speed, the power, the just no nonsense style. Just we got to go in and get it. No trickiness to it. We just got to go in there and kill. That's her killer instinct is like no other. Like she'll smile at you all day outside of the octagon, but she'll go in there and kill when it's time. So I think that everybody that's picking Andrade, they definitely have legit reasons. Um, there was something I was talking about with somebody the other day, and the thing is though, Andrade, she's scary, but you can still see fighters getting a W over her. Like it's not like the same type of mental draining situation like Valentina is. You know what I mean? Because when you say somebody like Lauren Murphy versus Valentina Shevchenko, you know what it is, right? You pretty much say, oh well, that's just another body on the resume, right? But when Jessica Andrade is taking on somebody or a particular style like Lemos, you still have people arguing that hey, Lemos can do it because she has it. Andrade's got them big factors about her, but there's still a blueprint to beat her. That's why I'm not like gonna completely count out Amanda Lemos. I'm not counting out Amanda Lemos because she can still go in there and do it. Gordon Morris, what's up? He said, can't see it. Hoping for combos play by play. Yeah, I'll be doing a play by play for it. Definitely. Since you can't watch it, I'm gonna watch it for you. I'm gonna watch it for you, and I'm gonna keep you posted. Definitely. MJ said Andrade got a gas tank that never empties. Yeah, her cardio was amazing, man. Running Rini, what's going on? She said, I think so. Lemos got this. Okay. Let's see. We need to see excellent fight IQ from Lemos if she wants to win. That's what TJ said. Nova said has never shown to have great head movement. She's more about footwork. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like Lemos, I'm glad you brought that up, Nova, because like Lemos is very good at turning angles and measuring range. But when it comes down to the Lafayette, what's up? When it comes down to the slickness of the upper body movement, there's not really a great deal of that. Like you don't really see her moving her head a lot. Like it's still on the line. Her footwork is her best defense. And that might be a downfall in this fight because Andrade is learning how to jab. She's been working on her jab. She's also very, very good at, putting that pressure on with combinations, 2 hooks at a time. She'll double up on her left hook. And if your head is straight on the line, and say you dip out to the right and she hooks her way in, you might eat a couple of those. Or if you dip out to the right with bad timing, Andrade can put that speed on you and boom, catch you with the right hand. Right? Daniel Edwards said Barber at the weigh-ins. Cut it. I know what you're talking about. How did Barber look? Yeah, let's talk to me. Like, how did Barber look, y'all? Like, I didn't look at the weigh-in with Macy and Montana yet. I just wanted to see Lemos and Andrade right now. Gordon said experience, IQ, fight IQ, skill set, and gas tank give Andrade the edge. Man, that's true, man. All right, BJ said Barber looks bad on the scales. Yeah, I got a picture. I'm gonna have to post it later though. Well, look at her at the MMA Junkie interview. I'm gonna post a link here. Look at her at the interview. Like her eyes look really sleepy and like she was having a time to make weight. Let me pull it up. Montana looked good though. Like Montana looked ready. Like she didn't have any issue making weight. Let's see here. Yeah, click on this in the meantime. Yeah, he said very sunken. Yeah, take a look at this, y'all, in the chat. Yeah, look at that. If y'all haven't seen that, like she was already looking kind of drained there and tired, right? Okay, Daniel said she looked sunken in. He said may not mean anything. Yeah, it might not, but you're thinking about the trouble she had making that weight, even though she does blow up. MJ said Rose will run and hide after this fight, no matter who the winner will be. I see Del Rose is going to keep going for takedowns in that small cage. She better not be wide open. Man, I see y'all going back and forth on this one though. MMA Art said Barber's going to smash Montana. Montana lost to Viviane Araújo. So who loses to Viviane? Viviane's a good fighter now. Viviane is better than Macy Barber to a certain extent. Like she has some things that are better than Macy. Well, I won't say to a certain extent. Like skill wise, Macy Barber is not on Viviane Araújo's level. Viviane Araújo lacks the gas tank really, but Montana lost to Viviane Araújo because Araújo's striking and pressure was all it was just all the more better, right? No filter. BJ said Macy would have lost to Viviane too. Yeah, definitely. Viviana Rujo would beat both of them because they're not on that level. Bipolar said Vivian mops Taylor. I don't know about that. Like, you already saw what happened. Vivian couldn't beat Caitlin Kagan and Jessica I. Like, if your cardio is better, should give you problems. No, Taylor would probably beat Viviana Rujo. No, Taylor beats Viviana Rujo though. No, I don't see that. I think Bipolar got that Zaman going on right there. All right, BJ said, BJ said worse than Montana did. Montana went tit for tat. Macy has never went tit for tat with anyone. Yeah. She's gone tit for tat in that fight. So she did show her durability and ability to stand. So, but still, well, Lolita, what's going on? I think Lolita says she has to work. So Gordon, he can't watch it. Lolita can't watch it. So I will be doing the fight companion tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so back on track here real quick. Let's talk about these keys to victory for both fighters. Lemos, let's pull up her record here. Lemos, I think since the very first time I seen her fight, like pre UFC, she's definitely evolved. I remember, she was out the game for like 2 years. I think a pop situation. She came right back in 3 years later against Miranda Granger. Scored that big finish, rear naked choke, choked Miranda Granger out, had her passed out. And I was still needing to see a little bit more from her. But since then, she's definitely been going in there showcasing nice stand-up, proving on her level, but still needs to really, let's be real, like Amanda Lemos, love her striking, love what she does, but it really needs to be tested. Like, we just need to see it. Like, you can only do so much with what you're being dealt. And I think she's graduated that. So now I want to see this next level here. Great range, good boxing, good leg attack, calf kicks, good work in the clinch. The Angela Hill fight, that fight didn't really do her justice. It gave her experience, but it didn't really do her justice. But Andrade's a different animal. This might be a style where she can go in there and get it done. You never know, right? But number one thing, y'all heard my video. Let's go ahead and be real. Amanda Lemos needs that one true weapon, that true simple weapon, man. Just look. I'm gonna keep it simple. Jab. The jab of Amanda Lemos is key, man. That's why I did that video the other day. I said, look, I gotta be real. Look, Amanda Lemos fans, Amanda Lemos people, translate this over to her. Tell her, look, you cannot ignore this weapon. Because if you ignore this weapon and you lose, there's nobody to blame but you. Anybody that is a striker and ignores the jab and they lose a fight, I don't feel sorry for you. I do not feel sorry for you. So if Amanda Lemos goes in here, ignoring the jab, trying to lead with the right hand, trying to score big knockout punches, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be disappointed. But if she gets laid out, I'm not going to be mad because, hey, you ignored that one weapon. So, number one, you got to use that jab. I mean, use it in different angles, different levels. Andrade is a straightforward fighter. Now, she does move her head a little bit more. Andrade does move her head a little bit more, but I think with her timing, Lemos should have no problem getting it down. Straight jab don't necessarily mean it's straight ahead all the time. It can curve. It can, it can bend to the left, bend to the right, as long as it stays straight in that person's face. Attack the body, slow Andrade down with it. Stab it to the body. I mean, there's so many different ways to jab, like Rocky Pennington's been doing. Rocky Pennington throwing beautiful jabs on Aspen Ladd. Had Aspen Ladd guessing. Jab into the body, hit her in the head. Next thing you know, boom, right hand comes. And that's what Lemos needs to do is mask her right hand. That's another key here is mask that right hand. Like if you mask it, the shots you don't see coming hurt the most, right? Those are the ones that put lights out on you. So there is an ability to go in here. There is a chance that with her ability, she can go in here and do something nobody else has done, right? You can go in there and knock Andrade out. If she's coming full force and you bring the force of your right hand, she's doing 50 to 60% of the job for you. She's already bringing her pressure, right? She's already bringing that force coming forward. So you don't even have to throw full power. All you have to do is let it go and make sure it touches her on the chin. Tisha Torres, she was landing some nice right hands on Andrade. Thing is, you can't really get her respect because that's Tisha. She doesn't hit that hard. But Lemos, she's got it. Only thing she got to do next, I'd say, is stay calm. Andrade's gonna be high paced, but ain't no need for you to be in there trying to fight her pace. Wilding out, thinking you got to go in there and go toe to toe, blow for blow. Shoot, the crowd boos whenever you move and stick and move, and you just piecing her up. Forget the crowd. Just take your time and dismantle her. And that's what I was saying. Like, there's a blueprint out there. You might not necessarily use Joanna's, but nobody has to have to throw the jab the same way she does. I mean, Rose threw it in her own way. Zhang Wei Li threw it in her own way. Valentina threw it in her own way. The thing is, they all used it to the best of their ability, and that's why it was able to shut her down. They were able to get what they wanted, because grapplers and wrestlers that just come straight at you, that's the best weapon. That it's like I said, it's just like if you had a 2x4, somebody keeps coming at you, you just keep slamming that thing in their face every time they try to come at you, and they can't get by you. After a couple hits, the thing is, you ain't even gotta like throw it too hard. You just time it right, just kind of snap it out there. You get that person's respect after a couple good shots. And that's where the right hand comes in. So that's one of the main things that I can't stress that enough for her in this fight is a jab. I mean, Joanna, that's one of my favorite fights. Joanna versus Andrade. That's one of my favorite fights because just the way she picked her apart. And everything else follows with that. The leg kicks open up, the body kicks, the right hands. Shoot, Tanisha Tennant was jabbing the hell out of her opponent at that last fight in Invicta, and same thing opened up. Everything was there. Everything. Let me check this comment section here. Julian Ramirez, thoughts on Smila Buntan outcome today? Yeah, I was looking at it a little bit. That was a good fight, though. I mean, Buntan was taking some hits in that fight. She was taking a beating, but I'm gonna go back and watch it, and then I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more in the next stream. Because it started early, so I caught it was on the second round. But that Smila Fairtex girl, she 17 years old. She got some pop, man. I was going for Buntan, but I picked that one wrong, man. Runner, he said, I don't know. I really see man Lemos winning this. TJ said Casey O'Neill updated her timetable. Now she needs 5 years to be ready for Valentina. Dang. Silver Highwayman, what's up? He said, to be honest, 90% of people didn't see Pena beating Nunes. Yeah, and I was 70-30 on Pena winning. Or, Nunes, 70 Nunes and 30 for Pena. So, yeah, I picked Nunes, yeah. For good reason, too. You know what I mean? Like, we're just being real. Like, anybody picking Pena, they really been studying her, or they really just big fans of her. There's two types of people. Like, the ones that picked Pena, they really were studying her and seeing her evolution, and they knew her style would hurt Nunes. And then there's the other side that are just simps, right? I'm going to be nice and say BJ falls on that side that was really studying and riding with Pena. I ain't going to say he's on the simp side, man. Let me see. Lafayette said, want to see Wonder Girl fight Smila. Is it Supergirl? You talking about Supergirl? I thought Supergirl got robbed in one of her fights, I think. Hold on, Stray said got a good front kick and Andrade is open. That's the next weapon. Yeah, like off of the jab, off of the jab, I would love to see Lemos, just use that front kick to the body. Good front kick, good front push kick to the body. Yeah, it's Wonder Girl. Okay, yeah, Wonder Girl. All right. Front push kick to the body. You want to take the air out of her. Take the air out of her because she's, like I said, Andrade's not changing. She's always going to initiate the fight, especially at 115. As long as it's not Valentina, Andrade is always going to come forward. She came forward on Joanna, Rose, Zhang Wei Li, everybody. She comes forward on everybody. So expect that. Lemos has to expect that. So next to the jab, like Straya said, you want to have that front push kick to the body just to take the wind out of her and keep it moving. Angles. I know TJ said that. Angles is another thing. Angles are important here, man, because Andrade comes straight forward. You turn quick, play the matador, get her right into the fence, spin her, go right back to the center. And that's how you wear her down, or try to wear Andrade down. Spin her, make her gas out by turning and chasing and stalking. All the while you're hitting her with the jabs, you're catching her with leg kicks because, she doesn't mind getting hit, but you got to chew that lead leg up. Just so many things that Andrade does wrong that you can catch. But I know the thing is, like, the things that she does right are so scary. So when she gets hands on you, it can be over like that, right? But those are just a few things for Lemos, man. Jab, good front kicks, use her angles, and avoiding the pocket here. This is another fight. Like I said with Tisha and Dern, ain't no need to trade in here. You seen what happened to Carolina. Go in here, try to trade right hands, and it's lights out. You got to make this as technical as possible. It's got to be technical. All the way for Amanda Lemos. Technical, but at the same time, looking to stop her. Because 5 rounds, Andrade gets hella stronger. She get stronger and stronger, man. Andrade, look, let's talk about Andrade. I mean, Andrade, we know what she does. Everybody's so focused on what Lemos needs to do. Right? As I jump to Andrade, go ahead and put some of your go ahead and put some of your keys to victory on what Lemos needs to do. What do y'all think? I know TJ said angles and so on, but Straya said front kicks. What does Lemos need to do? Don't be saying pray or anything like that. She need to drop down and pray. Don't say that. What do y'all think Lemos needs to do? But I'm going to look at Andrade here. Andrade, though, this time around, she's got to be a little bit more educated with her footwork, as far as, stepping into the zone, the power zone. You want to kind of step on the outside. I think, she's kind of step on the outside of the lead foot of Lemos and then kind of stutter step with her pressure a little bit. You don't want to just run right in like Montserrat Ruiz did and get clocked with the right hand, right? You don't want that. So I think Andrade has to take that approach like she's been doing, like that Joe Frazier approach, like she did in the Rose rematch. Don't make it look as telegraphed, but she's really got to get the timing down on Lemos. So her head movement has to be unpredictable, not just a constant steady bop like she was coming with, head bopping left, right. Lemos will figure that out. Lemos going to figure that out. She's going to like get her to walk right into a jab and right hand. So the head movement has to be educated. Head movement's educated. Cut the octagon off. Be patient, cut it off. Don't run. Andrade still has that tendency to get a little happy when she's in the pocket, thinking everything's going to land. She did that with Calvillo a little bit. The thing is, Calvillo just lost everything, like, in that fight. Like, if you fighting somebody that's going to stick to your skills, stick to their skills, like even Rose did in the first round, they'll expose her quick. They're going to expose her quick. Sleight of mind, what's up? He said, we in here. Yeah. Who you got? Like, what do you think, Sleight of mind? Like, what does Lemos got to do to win? Daniel said, getting the feeling Lemos could pull the upset. She's well-rounded and good power. Yeah, she can pull it now. She can pull it. Okay, Silver Highwayman got some keys here for Lemos. Let's see. He said, repeated clean shots will lower the best cardio rate. True. He said, Lemos can equalize the cardio issue, but it needs to be very early body shots when Andrade can lower cardio. Nice. Yeah. I agree with that. Having her walk into those push kicks, takes a lot of wind out of her. And that's what you want to do, make them hurt. Like I said, chew that lead leg up. You're going to slow her cardio down. Like, chew her lead leg up. Shoot, she ain't going to want to move too much anymore, or she's going to either expend a lot of energy trying to move on painful bruised legs, So, yeah, that's a good point. Body shots, definitely. Like, that's why I say you got to jab everywhere. It's going to open up right hands to the body, right? Dan Edwards said Calvillo wanted to show us the blueprint for how not to fight Andrade. man. I mean, whose blueprint was worse, hers or Carolina's? That's the question, man. Nah, at least Carolina got some shots, but they both got shots in. But Carolina's was a little bit prettier. Carolina got some nicer shots in. When Carolina landed some blows, it was okay. The thing is, she didn't get smart and just say it's time to jab and move. This girl don't stop coming. But for Andrade, I don't really want to see Andrade play chess here, but she's got to be a little bit more educated, because the style that she possesses, that is tailor-made for a good counter striker, a good, hard, heavy-handed counter striker. So she has to be a little bit smarter and use her straight punches to get in. Don't hook from the outside. Don't throw wide hooks. Back Lemos up with jabs and then come around the top with the right hand, the right hook or the left hook. And everybody thinks Lemos' cardio is questionable. Y'all know Andrade got to go to the body. Andrade has a body attack. Andrade was one I was looking at with the body attack more, because she's lower, and that's going to open up headshots. Somebody low to the ground like that, you want to attack the body. I mean, she's already knocked somebody out with a body shot, right? Caitlin Kagan. So we know Andrade is strong with them body hits. So go into the body here, attacking the legs like she did with Rose. I mean, Lemos doesn't really move with Rose's type of speed, but you still want to chop that lead leg down so that fighter can't turn angles on you. You want a stationary target at all costs. So, yeah, Andrade just has to really clean up what she's been doing, more head movement and hands tight, because anybody can get knocked out from these shots. Anybody can get knocked out from these shots. And, Andrade's not exempt. She's one of the toughest, but she's not exempt from this. She's definitely not exempt. Mark Robinson says, I think Lemos either tries to get Andrade out of there quickly or just conserves cardio and point fights Andrade for 5 rounds, and she's the better technical striker. If she can guarantee herself at least 3 rounds, and then she can run for dear life for 2 rounds, and she'll be good. But she's had to make sure she bags at least 3 good rounds. But I wouldn't even want to do that, because as long as you stay in there with Andrade, she's dangerous, man. Sleight of mind say they're in a 5-rounder. Oh yeah, this is a 5-round fight. This is a main event. Let's see. Sleight of mind said Lemos could pull the upset, but I doubt it. unless she smokes Andrade, which it doesn't seem likely. Andrade is going to push forward and push Lemos back, and Lemos hasn't faced competition like this in Andrade. That's true. That is true. That's true. Nova said clinch worked really well with Wei Lee. Yeah, clinch game, working her body with those knees like Wei Lee did, that's a big key. Oh, Ernest said White's getting folded tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, somebody's getting stopped in Fury White, and I would like to see Dillian White win, but if Fury pulls it off, I mean, I expect it. I don't even think Fury really wants to fight, but I don't see Fury like getting knocked out. All right, so let's see what else y'all saying here. Slight of Mind said Lemos in one of her fights had a very counter risk fights where she completely smokes her opponents. I forget which one it was, but she looked like a world beater. She can use Andrade's length to her advantage. You probably, Slight of Mind, you're probably talking about the Ruiz fight or the Souza fight, Livianata Souza. Because, yeah, Souza made her look like a world beater, the way she was measuring distance and landing right hands and throwing her jab at different angles. I was like, oh, wow, this is nice. You know? Lafayette said, I don't know if Pena will win a rematch. I think Home and Aldana are bad matches for Pena. Yeah, I think Home would beat Pena. Honestly, yeah, I do. I think Pena could beat Aldana. Gordon said, as a counterpuncher, whom do you rate higher, Lemos or Andrade? As a counterpuncher, Gordon, I would say Lemos. Yeah, I would definitely say Lemos is a better counterpuncher. Now, just all around puncher, I guess we have to go with Andrade on that. Just, you know what I mean? Like, as far as just being that style of a puncher, like similar to like a boxer, MMA striker. But even then, like Lemos, he has better technique with hers. I think she just needs to believe in it a little bit more. But yeah, those are just some keys to victory for both of them. I was just kind of thinking off top, like, there's not much with Andrade that I think she can just improve on the fly. It's just about making sure that she's a little bit more polished with what she's been doing. Right? Okay, yeah, Zama says, so who you got? Pure pick Andrade, but almost plus 200. That's a bet on Lemos. It has to be. Okay. Yeah, I've been holding out now. So oh man. My pick. Okay. I don't see this fight going 5. I don't see this fight going 5 rounds. Let me see, because for one, both fighters are going to be wide open for stoppages here. Both have the power. They both have the styles. I have more confidence in Lemos pulling off a victory than I did against Calvillo. Like, I don't know how y'all almost tricked me into picking Calvillo. Like, a lot of people were picking Calvillo to win. That's why I was like, do they know something I don't know? But then I said, hold the phone, man. I'm changing my pick. What, am I crazy? Y'all almost had me. I was like, wait, y'all crazy, man. Y'all picking Calvillo to beat Andrade. I was like, let me change my pick. Lavia said she suspects you a good striker. Yeah. So Holly's Holly's fighting next month against Kelly Viria. I mean, no offense, y'all, but y'all had me like some of y'all that pick Calvillo. I was like, what am I doing? That's the only time I've ever been almost fooled into picking somebody. But this one, I got confidence in Lemos. Slight of Mine says UFC channel release content on Lemos giving exposure. Go check it out. Okay. I mean, I can check it out now, y'all. Hold on. He said, I can't believe this is a main event, 5 rounds. That's insane, but it's room for big opportunity to test themselves. Gordon said, would you categorize Lemos as a counterpuncher, such as Valentina? Um, I won't categorize Lemos as a full-on counterpuncher like Valentina. I think she can counterpunch. That's one of her abilities. But I think she does a little bit of both, but I think she still hasn't really like mastered it where I still have to see it on a higher level, I think, where fighters have to really respect her because of that skill set, if that makes sense. Like as soon as Valentina starts, they know what to expect. She's gonna kind of get into that rhythm and pick you apart. They're waiting for what's coming. And then finally somebody wants to throw something, and then boom, Valentina catches you because she already knew you, right? But I still think Lemos has trouble figuring out some fighters' timing, if that makes sense. Like with Angela Hill, I think Angela Hill's rhythm kind of threw her off, and she could never really like get a full on um, clinic going with her counter punching. I don't think I would categorize as a counter hitter though. Maybe in a few more fights, I have to see more or see her mastering that a little bit more though. I mean, what about you, Gordon? What do you think? She's a just straight counter puncher. Would you say that? Like, Valentina is like Valentina comes forward a little bit, but you know her more as a counter puncher. Donovan actually says he sees this fight going the distance. I don't have too many people picking distance. Like, if I pick anybody, which I still haven't, right? If I pick anybody, I think it's going to be a finish. MMA Art said, what's next for the winner of this fight? Mackenzie Dern. I think it should be Mackenzie Dern. Let's see, Slider Mind said, Andrade is a former champion. After all, this is a big opportunity for Lemos. See how she has really built. Fighters rarely get 5-round bouts that aren't championships. They don't, but the majority of the time, well, all of the times, right? When it's a main event, it's going to be a 5-round fight. Because I would use this to my advantage and learn the pace and get the work in. Yeah. See how 5-rounder is against the champ material. Yeah. Yeah, like since it's 5 rounds, yeah, you don't really have to go out there and just try to push for a barn burner or try to push for an early finish. Like take the time to set it up. Like if Lemos takes her time and finds her range, get some good smacking calf kicks going and just kind of take Andrade apart and be safe the whole time. Like don't lose focus. I think she could do that. One thing, look, I'm not gonna say what happened in the Angela Hill fights, happen here, like, or she's gonna fall off because, well, first off, she better not be in the mindset like she was with the Angela Hill fight. She messed up in the Angela Hill fight because she said, "I'm going for the knockout." When she fought Angela Hill, she was like, "I'm gonna knock Angela Hill out. I'm gonna be the first to do this. I'm gonna be the first to knock her out," and she went in looking for knockout. So for Lemos to get the knockouts that she's been getting, you can't go in with the mind frame of knockout, right? That's number one. You can't go in there with knockout on your mind. It's just got to be about dominating her, and then eventually it comes, right? You just take her apart, get your shots in, hurt her, and dominate. Like Valentina, Valentina didn't say I'm gonna knock her out. She switched on the fly and just said I'm gonna dominate her on the ground, and then eventually, like when Andrade could have no more, that was it, right? That's where she failed in that Angela Hill fight. So this is another big key to victory for Lemos. You can't go in there thinking of knocking out Andrade. You've got to go in there and think of just taking her apart, and then it'll come. I know y'all heard Montana say she's going to go in she's going in looking for the finish. What do you think about that? You think somebody going to get knocked out for that? That might change my I'm not picking Montana by decision, but then now it might make me think Montana's going to win by submission more so. Aside of myself, Andrade, when she slows down, will probably give Lemos better opportunity, to be honest. Yeah. So she might have to take it in deep waters, honestly. As I said, imagine Esparza will win title and her first defense is Andrade. Oh, man, that's mean, man. Don't do that. Imagine if it be Joanna or Andrade. Either one, man. I'm gonna cry for. Oh my goodness! If that happened, as far as I'd be like, take as many pictures with that belt as you can, man. Carla, take as many pictures with that belt as you can, because if it's Andrade or Joanna, that's it. At least she can say she was a 2-time champion, right? Gordon said, "I know less than you. I know less than you, but I think Lemos is like Andrade, not primarily a counterpuncher, good at it. Both are blitzers, a straight train crash coming. I think she's got a little bit more than Andrade does. Like Andrade doesn't really play chess with you and set him up, Gordon. Like she won't go in there and wait for what you throw or wait for your rhythm. You know, she's going to set the rhythm to her own pace. You know, she's setting the fight to her own pace. That's why I don't really see her as a counterpuncher. But like Amanda Lemos, you can see her trying to set it up at times. Like she's still getting these, you know, the timing down. You know, she doesn't just go in there and blast out. Like if you look at the Liviana Souza fight, she is like setting her punches up there. Like she is looking for counter punching opportunities. Whereas Andrade, she ain't countering nothing. She just blitz. She's coming in. If you in the way of her fist, even better, right? Your face is right down the line. That's what she wants. But she's not really going to do like against Tisha Torres. Like Tisha's going to hit her all day, like from the outside. Like Andrade's not going to figure timing out and say, okay, let me catch that moment where she flicks a jab out. I'm going to come over the top with the right hand. That's not really Andrade. You know, Andrade's just offense, offense, offense. But I can see counterpunch, pressure fighting, pressure striker from Lemos. You know, we just got to see it against more and more competition where she can work on her timing to really, stamp her as that counterpuncher like Valentina or what's her name? Even Chikage, she counterpunch a little bit. Viviana Ruiz, she does a little bit. I wouldn't call him full on though like that. Marco, what's up? He said Andrade is more experienced and well-rounded than Lemos. That fight between Lemos and Hill, I think Hill won it. Just got robbed. Andrade by submission in 3 or 4. Ooh, wow. He said Andrade. People think Andrade knockout or submission. I mean, no, there's definitely no argument there. No argument for me on anything anybody said. BJ said Montana TKO in round 2. Yeah, she's looking for the finish. Let's see. I was kind of with, I think, what was that? Colostrum said the other day something about fighters having to learn to speak English. I know it comes in handy, man. Like when you're listening to these interviews. Yeah, Silver Highwayman said Lemos has tape. Yeah, she does. Andrade has plenty of tape for Lemos to figure out Andrade's rhythm for counters. I really hope so. I mean, yeah, like it's out there. You might not have the hand speed of Joanna, but Joanna's got it right there for you, for a striker. Like if you're a grappler, then you do what Valentina did. But if you're a striker, you do what Joanna did, but with your own pacing. Like if you don't have that kind of cardio and that type of speed, you put more power on that jab, but you still move. MMR said Amanda will lose her O for sure. Oh yeah. I mean, she's already lost it before. Leslie Smith stopped her like a few years back. Yeah, she's not undefeated. Slight of mine said Lemos, when she gasses, that's where things get really dicey. I think her conditioning was bad and she wasn't prepared for Hill. Yeah, she was looking for knockout, man. Gordon said, I agree. Lemos will be forced to counter a bicycle. I think she'll get caught. Dang, he says he thinks she'll get caught. Ooh, man. Oh, boy. TJ said Andrade might not be focused. Marcus Bell's been on her OnlyFans constantly asking for autograph pics and whatnot. Might affect her concentration. Dang. You can put Marcus Bell out as like a creep out there, man. So I said we also got to think about the age factor for Lemos. Yeah, Lemos is 33, right? I'm guessing. Okay, I was close. 34. Andrade is a young 30. I mean, 29. Not long ago, she was thrashing people. So just turning 30, man. And still getting fresh, man. T just said that she had wear and tear. Not really. She doesn't have a great deal of wear and tear. If anything, she might be in like the Manone bucket. You know, Manone's 32, but she's still fresh, still strong. But let me stop playing, y'all. I've been playing with y'all. I'm gonna go with oh man. Oh man, it's gonna be a good fight. I see Amanda Lemos playing it cautious, sticking and moving a few times, landing a few good jabs. Andrade's gonna take her time though, here and there. I can see Andrade taking chances, maybe getting caught, but I could see Lemos missing a few wild shots, maybe in the first round or so, getting a little bit, antsy, looking for the home run. But eventually, Andrade's going to close in, and I think Andrade might take her down first, second round, but I think she'll survive and she'll get back up. Maybe going in like round 3. Both fighters might be a little bit slower here after Lemos cracks Andrade a few punches, gives her respect. Lemos might get buckled a couple of times, I think, if she can stand the punching power, moving back. But honestly, man, I think if Lemos has the IQ that I think she does, and she sticks to those straight shots, she can land something big on Andrade coming in. And man, I think I'm gonna go with Lemos in this fight, man. I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna go with Lemos, man. I'm gonna go with Lemos by maybe an ugly decision or stoppage. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lemos in this one by stoppage. I would love to see Lemos win, but even then, I like to see Andrade win because Andrade's not old, man. Like Andrade is still bringing a lot to the table. I mean, I know Lemos is new blood. I usually do a fan pick and an analysis pick here. I might have to do that. I might have to split it up again. I mean, I know what could happen. Ulysses said realization hit me today. That's what I'm waiting on. Realization is about something keeps punching me in the chest saying, what are you doing? Picking Lemos. But Lemos, look, Lemos is good now. Lemos is good, but don't get me wrong, but I just know that Andrade is so proven. And that's the thing, yeah, like Ravioli said, Andrade gets hit by worse strikers than Lemos. V. Kendra, what's going on? Oh man, like MJ's got Andrade. Ulysses said that realization hit him, man. He got Andrade by second round TKO. I told you that realization hit me when y'all said Calvillo was going to win. I was like, hell no, Calvillo ain't going to win. I don't know what to go with here, man. Oh man, I'm gonna stick with Lemos. I mean, I'm just going off a pick here, man, because I want to see a good fight. I want to see some new blood. Yeah, somebody said worst strikers. She's been hit by worst strikers. Well, I won't call Tisha like no, Tisha's not a bad striker. I mean, she's been hit clean by these fighters that can't hit that hard. So if Lemos can hit with at least land some big Tisha, the shots that like Tisha landed, that could do some damage. I didn't pick Calvillo. Nope. Weekend said, no, BJ, did you pick Calvillo? I had to change, man. I had to change that. I had to change my mind. Realization hit me. I was like, no way. I realized what I was saying. I was like, are you crazy? But I'm picking Lemos because I think she does have a better chance than Calvillo. See, I was really forcing it. Like with Calvillo, I was just going off of the fact that she called her out. But this one, I'm like, I'm gonna go with okay, TJ. I have a feeling Andrade will win by decision. Efren said he's going Andrade by rear naked choke in the third round. PJ said I picked Calvillo because she was tougher than that and her grappling could have played a part. But boy, was I wrong. I know, like I wasn't buying the grappling thing. I was thinking the striking might have been a good deal. But I was like, I don't think her grappling can hang with Andrade's. All right, so just so y'all know, the Bellator prelims tonight don't start until 9 o'clock. So I don't even think I'm gonna mess with like. Was I gonna do? Should I do a fight companion for this Liz Carmouche fight? I don't even know, man, because it ain't gonna start till late. Ryan Reese, I have to say that little gorilla picture is cute. Gorilla picture. Gorilla picture. Oh, Liz Carmouche's gorilla. Oh no, that little gorilla on MMA. Oh yeah, because she calls herself the gorilla, girl-rilla. Yeah, Liz Carmouche. I'm picking her, but yeah, I don't know if I'm even gonna do a fight round by round for that one, man, because it doesn't start until late. Prelims ain't start until another 30 minutes, so it is whatever. It's up in the it's up in the air. Don't expect it. I'll be on tomorrow for sure. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Lemos in this one. I'm just pick this one. I'm gonna have some fun here. I'm gonna pick Lemos. I think Lemos can get it done, man. I think she has the skills to understand what's in front of her, and I think she can get it, man. Yeah, I told you, BJ. Yeah, that fight is late, man. And I don't know if that's worth staying up. I got something to do tomorrow, so I don't even know if that's gonna be worth just staying up for to call that fight. I mean, all y'all are saying is boring, snooze fest, this and that. I mean, I don't know. I am picking Velasquez to win. Let's see. V. Kendrick said Lemos is bad in the clinch. Okay. How do you have Andrade winning? I mean, I know V. Kendrick's picking Andrade. How do you have her winning? Hang on. I think my connection's acting up. Oh, we're back on. There we go. Life is to let yes, to come to the UFC. Yeah, Velasquez should be in the UFC. B. Kendra said, Lemos is super live. Yeah, she is. I'm telling you, like, she's live. I mean, well, we'll go ahead. I mean, look at some of this footage here, what she can do and how she can land. But will she be able to land with the power that's needed to get Andrade's respect? That's the question. All right, so he's got Liz Carmouche. Yeah, anything can happen because Liz has been fighting for a long time at this level, right? She's been fighting for a long time at this level of what's the word? UFC. She's been fighting in the UFC level for a long time. So maybe she can show Velasquez some things. Let's see. V. Kendra said, I just see round one being competitive, and Andrade will back Lemos up into the fence. Lemos backs herself up and she's taken down. I don't think Lemos wins the decision at all. If she wins, it's round one finish. Okay, so Kendra thinks she has to get a finish early to get her out of there. So anything after that favors Andrade. But that's the thing, like, if Lemos can keep up with her and use her better skill set, footwork, she should be able to come in there and get work done. I mean, we still need to see more, right? MMA Art said if Lemos fought Marina Rodriguez, who wins? Ooh, that's a good fight. If Lemos fought Marina Rodriguez, I would lean towards Marina a little bit in that one. But you know what? There's some things that Marina does whenever she's like punching forward, when she marches forward. I think that Lemos could counter in that fight. That might play more into Lemos' style. I mean, I might lean more towards Lemos in a Marina fight, but you never know. Yeah, we talked about that the other day. Brian brought this up. We talked about this the other day. Like, when you hit Andrade, she gets mad and she comes forward. So you have to be prepared for that. Like, if you land one good shot, you have to make sure that you got 2 or 3 more good ones coming, because when you hit her with one shot, she does Hulk out. Whenever we were watching that Tisha fight the other day, every time Tisha would hit her, she'd get mad and come at Tisha. That's when Tisha would be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Tisha would be like, "Oh man, like I ain't got the power, I ain't got the firepower to get her off." So if Lemos can set something up, knowing that the first shot doesn't hurt or doesn't really get her attention, make sure that you got 2 or 3 more in your arsenal. Uppercuts, uppercuts gonna be important. Catching Andrade, hooking in wildly, catch that chin, boom. Follow up with a left hook if the uppercut doesn't stumble her, and let go. And yeah, okay, that's another thing. Like, since we kind of playing scenarios out, like V. Kendra brought up, if she goes down, you gotta let her stand back up. Don't go after her. Don't go on the ground with her. Don't try to chase her, punch yourself out. Let her get back up so you can land a clean punch. If Andrade does go down and she's not out, if she staggers back up, you have to hit her. Let her get back up and you hit her. Don't fall into a ground game. I think that's very important. Very important. It is, because Andrade, when she gets on the ground, going to get a chance to rest. Her ground and pound is vicious. So that's not a good place for her to be. So if you hurt her, don't let the adrenaline get crazy. Let her stand up. Go back to lining up the punches that got her down the first time. Yeah, Lemos been hit too. Yeah, Lemos is hittable, but we all know Andrade is hittable too. But will Lemos be able? Will Andrade be able to land clean on Andrade? Because I know they're coming up with some game plan here. Five punches a minute. Which fights we talking about? You talking about like Angela Hill fight? Maybe because she knows some fighters can't knock her out like that. Like not every fighter, you're gonna take that same approach. I don't think she'll go in there with that type of approach with Andrade. Yeah, Ulysses. Yeah, she definitely gets a lot of respect from me now. I wasn't like the biggest fan before because I used to just like think her style was too one dimensional. But yeah, she's definitely like pound for pound one of the better fighters. James G, what's going on? He said leg kicks got to be a factor too. Yeah, yeah. Leg kicks got to be a big factor to slow your opponent down. Wait, James G said Jessica's skull is so much bigger than Lemos. Yeah, she does have a big head. Mark said, I think Andrade can take more damage than Lemos can. If Andrade senses that, she won't hesitate to go into brawl mode. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a good point y'all bring it up, though. She is durable, man. It's all about landing that one perfect shot, though. Thing about Andrade, yeah, they both have great leg kicks, but Andrade is so much more fierce. Like when she hits you, it kind of takes your leg out from under you. Your balance kind of goes off. Andrade's been around the world, boy. She 135, 125, 115, you know. So proven, on her level. MMA said, what if Andrade went up to bantamweight to fight Juliana Pena? That fight was booked a long time ago. It was, wasn't it? That would been that would be interesting, man. Like if she could grab the strawweight belt again and just say, yo, you know what, Dana, can I get a shot at 135? Maybe fight one fight at 135 or go straight for the belt. Champ versus champ. I would like her chances more against Pena than Nunes, actually. Styles make fights. Like Pena can beat Nunes, but Nunes could beat Andrade. But I think Andrade does have a difficult style that could be problems for Pena. But I mean, I can still see Pena winning too, but I think her chances would be better against Pena than Nunes. I mean, I would definitely give her, I definitely give her the shot. I say, hey, let her get it. Anybody that wants to travel around the division like her, let her have it. But Pena got that long jab she been developing though. That might be problems. But you know what? If Nunes couldn't sting her and get her out of there, will Andrade be able to do that? Gordon said body slam if Lemos backs up to the fence. Yeah. It's a crazy world here, y'all. I'm just going in with a good fight on my mind. Hopefully, good fight ahead. Yeah, Lizzie said Jessica's legend already. Yeah, she is. Gabriella said, who do you see becoming the double champion, not counting the current champions right now, but in the future? Who could be a double champion? Let's see. Who could be a double champion? Who could be a double champion? Let me think. Like, who has the body that could move up and down? I'm thinking like, because you got to think like 125. Valentina has the belt. let's say if Valentina didn't have the belt, if Valentina didn't have the belt, I think Joanna could still pull it off at some, point. I mean, it would have to be like right now. Like if Joanna didn't have, if Valentina didn't have the belt, I could see Joanna doing it. If Rose didn't have the belt, get them out of the way. I mean, yeah, like she could do it. Um, who could move up and down from 135 to 125? I don't know. Mm, there's not a lot. There's really not a lot that could be a double champion right now. I mean, like if you didn't have Valentina there, then yeah, I would put Andrade in that category. Like fighters that can move like that, Andrade, I would include her. I kind of want to say Marina Rodriguez, but I don't think she could do 125. Not with those grapplers. Not with those type of grapplers. Yeah, like if Tatiana was fresh, if Tatiana was where she, she should be, right where we think she could be, she could be. She could be a double champion. Gordon said Andrade could be a triple champion. Yeah, timing. Yeah, yeah, timing is a big part of all of them. You know. Yeah, time is a big part of all of them. Somebody asked something. Nova said, when is Whaley fighting Joanna? In June. Hold on, Nova. Let me get the date. Let me see. June 17th, is it? June 10th. What is it? Hold on. Rematch. June 11th. Yeah, Nova. Whaley, Joanna run it back June 11th. Yeah, June 11th is the rematch. The card with it's the card with Taylor and Valentina and Taylor. Gordon said Andrade could be a triple champion. Yeah, yeah. James G said is Santos. If Santos beats Val, I could see her moving up and down as opposed to Rose moving up and down and challenging Santos. Yeah, I could see that. Like if Santos beat Valentina, I think she could put on the weight. Her and Manon, they could probably move up to 135, challenge Pena and GDR and give them good fights versus Rose moving up to 125. Yeah, Rose couldn't beat Taylor, I don't think. Rose wouldn't look good at 125, in my opinion. Whereas Taylor and Manon, they could move up to 135. That's just me. Darby Crash, what's going on? He said Pena was out grappling Valentina before she got submitted. Yes, she was. She just got reckless, right? Yeah, Tatiana's supposed to come back in July. Yeah, silver high women. That's the thing. Like, it's hard. Like, there's only 4 divisions. Like, there's no featherweight. Like, it's really hard to say who could be a double champ. It is. So yeah, I'm going with Lemos here. Gonna go with Amanda Lemos. Still sticking with Montana. What about y'all? Y'all still sticking with Montana on this one? Chikagan versus Rose Gordon. I think Chikagan would win that fight. Yeah, I think Chikagan would win that fight. Ravioli said, "Would Sarah McMahon wrestle GDR up?" I think she can, but her defense dealing with a better striker, ooh, that would be tough, man. Like, can she get on the inside? All right, so last call if you haven't put it in the comment section because I'm gonna get out of here a little early here because I'm gonna watch this Bellator card. Last call. Who do y'all got between Andrade Lemos, Barber De La Rosa. Who do y'all got? So Darby said I got Barber. James G said I got Lemos. I got Lemos and De La Rosa, y'all. Now last weekend I went 3-0. Technically, the last couple weekends I should be 3-0. Yeah. This one I ain't too sure about though. B. Kendra said, "Did you say Chikay can beat Rose?" No, I said she could beat Rose. Like she never fought her. No. Runner Reedy said flyweight's her favorite division. Yeah, it's mine. No, not my favorite. I love it though. I like both the strawweight division. Gordon said La Rosa. Okay. MMA Art said Andrade, Barber, and Liz Carmouche. Okay, yeah, I got Lemos De La Rosa and Velasquez. Okay, Darby said he got Lemos. Hold on, let me go back through here and post them up for y'all. Yeah, Nova said June 11th. Yep. Yeah, that's when it happens. It's gonna be a good fight. All right. So James G said Lemos. James G said De La Rosa. Gordon La Rosa. Andrade Barber Liz for MMA Art. Darby Crash said Lemos. Mark Robinson said Montana's a good wrestler. Wrestling makes her really tired, and she's a bit taller and has long legs, so her shots don't land as low as they should. Yeah. All right, James, you got Velasquez, Estrella Lemos, and can't pick the other. Both need to show something. Yeah. Yeah. Velasquez Carmouche is hard to pick. Let's be real. All right, Ulysses said Andrade Velasquez and Cyborg. Oh, yeah, that fight too. Cyborg. Yeah, Cyborg. I forgot about that one. B. Kendra said she would not beat Rose. I think she would. How does Rose beat Chikagan? Ulysses said Montana. TJ said no one beats Rose and her friendly judges. I noticed I want UFC to announce atomweight this year. You and me both, and featherweight. Lafayette's out. All right. We'll catch you tomorrow if you come through on the Fight Companion. Let's see. Brian said Gorilla, MDR, Lemos, and Cyborg. Yeah. You got the same picks as me except for Liz. And I'm not too sure on that either. Like Liz could win that. All right, Darby said I got Velasquez and Barzola. Barzola's is he the main event or co-main event? Well, no, yeah. Velasquez is the main event, sorry. Okay, Marcus said I have Velasquez if I don't go to sleep first. Lee Kendra said she's got Andrade and Barber. Nova said he's got Andrade, unfortunately. Much better striker. He said Rose is the better grappler. I don't know. Stray said I meant the Barber and De La Rose fight. I got Velasquez and Bellator. Oh, okay. Yeah, you said they got to show you something. I got you. Gordon said, who's the slow starter, Barber or Montana? Barber. Yeah, I definitely say Barber's the slower starter. I think Montana, she likes to get going. Kind of get reckless, but she will get going in a fight. All right. Okay, so Lafayette will be here. Okay. Renarini said Lemos and Montana and Liz. Carmouche winning would be horrible for Bellator. Just file for bankruptcy. Dang. Come on, man. Y'all being mean there. GK is so inaccurate. Much more accurate. Yeah. But, Chikagan is size and reach now. Chikagan is a really good boxer, though. Like, she don't hit hard, but she's a good boxer. Macy isn't typically a slow starter. She was in her last 2 fights because she was changing her style. Yeah, typically, she's not But I think because she's always going for that knockout, right? But if she's moving forward if she's moving forward to this improved style, then I would say yes. She starts off slow, like she's gonna be starting off slow, I think. But yeah, if you go back and look at her fights with Roxy, JJ Aldrich, she do start fast. Ulysses said Chikagan would take Rose to school. I agree. The said Rodriguez would beat Lemos too. I don't know. She marches forward sometimes with them punches, and you can see them coming. Gordon said Chikagan versus Pena. Let me see. At 135, I might have to go with Pena in that one. Yeah, I think I'll go with Pena in that fight. Definitely in the clinch. Like Pena's strong and durable. I think she could hurt Chikagan. Let's see. Liz deserves to win the belt. She's been fighting this a long time. Hope she becomes a champion before she retires. Yeah, I would look. That's why I said like I ain't gonna be mad at her if she wins the belt. That would be nice. She's okay. Like if you don't like her fighting style, fine. But Liz Carmouche's always been a cool fighter, cool person. She nothing wrong with her. So if Liz could win the belt, I'd be happy for her. At least she couldn't get it in the UFC. If she could get it here to wrap up her career, she's 39. That would be storybook ending for her. Even if she didn't keep it, I'd be like, that's a way I like to see somebody at least get it because she ain't never stopped. She's on a nice little 3-fight win streak too. I don't know. Now y'all making me switch my pick to Liz almost. All right. Let's see. Vikander said Rose and Andrade on one level, Chikagan on another. Styles make fights though, Vikander. Chikagan might slap her up. Nobody like Chikagan style, but she might slap Rose up. But yeah, Chikagan Pena, that's more of a that one I'd say Pena because her physical frame and she's durable, she's tough, she can push you. She could tear I think her clinch work would rip into Caitlin's body. But Rose, too much distance from the outside, too much of a work rate, higher cardio than Rose. And like I said, Rose would be moving up to 125. I mean, she'd be facing Caitlin, a big flyweight that can't really be hurt unless your name is Valentina or Andrade. Mark said, I'm going with Andrade by being durable and making Lemos tired until she starts to fade and Macy. I'm going with Andrade by being durable and making Lemos tired until she starts to fade and Macy. Montana's wrestling isn't as effective as it should be. Her wrestling makes Montana tired. Okay. I mean, hey, yeah, that's a good point though. If her wrestling makes her tired, yeah, like she really starts to get hit. Like she didn't really do a good job with her wrestling against Andrea Lee, and when you bring that up, believe me, if Macy wins, I'm gonna have to come on and like I said, Mark, you get props for that one. I'm gonna have to drop you a link, man. We have to talk, man, because yeah, if her wrestling fails there, Macy might go in there and hurt her. I'm gonna still go with Montana because of her skills, but yeah. Vikander said you guys are crazy for thinking Chikagan would beat Rose. Yeah, Ulysses said, nah, you crazy. Exactly. I mean, come on now. This is the fight game. Like, you should know Chikagan has a great chance. If not, she could beat Rose. Come on. Come on, like styles make fights. Now, where is it crazy? I mean, how long is Caitlyn been at where she has now? And this is a different division. This ain't 115 now. Look how small Rose is now. Like Rose, I mean, she bigger. She came in looking bigger than Zhang Wei Li, of course, but look how big Caitlyn is, and look how much. Look how much her volume can affect these fighters. Like when she lets it out, like she's tricky. This ain't Joanna. Darby said Liz looks like a beast, but fights like a Taibo instructor. Thinks it's a kata exhibition. Dang. I mean, dang. Rose is not Andrade. You said how easy did Andrade get in on the reach? Rose is not Andrade. Rose is not gonna get on the inside like that. Juliana Pena will. That's why Juliana Pena would beat Caitlyn. But Rose, come on now. Do I gotta break this down for you? Rose and Andrade are not the same fighter. Rose is not gonna want to go in on the inside like that. You giving her way too much credit. Like, what do you think she's gonna pressure her? You think she's gonna pressure her like Andrade? Stop it. Size still plays a big factor, especially when a fighter has a good IQ. Like Chikagan's IQ is high. Look, Caitlyn is more committed to what she'll do than Rose is. Rose, she'll commit, right? It's enough to win these fights, but you know what I mean when it comes down to styles. Like sometimes Rose there, sometimes she's not. It all comes down to her opponent being mentally broken sometimes. But Chikagan, she will stick to her game. People talk about her style all day, but like she stuck to it. Rose, she'll stick to it for a few fights. Sometimes she'll win, sometimes she'll lose. She's just catching these opponents at the right time and the perfect matchups. Like Wei Li's gonna give her space. Joanna gave her space. Andrade didn't give her space. So you talk about Andrade getting in on the reach of Caitlyn. What did Andrade do to Rose? She got in on her. If Chikagan wanted to bully Rose, she could probably do that. Yeah, Chikagan beat Rose. Come on now. Darby said Ebot's going to run right through Chikagan. I don't know about that. We'll see. Gordon said Chikagan would enter the cage bigger, heavier, longer reach than Rose has to face before. And if she wanted to, she could probably clinch her up. I mean, Caitlyn Chikagan was taking down a big, strong Jennifer Maia. You know, she was taking her down. Size is not the only advantage she has over Rose. Come on. If Rose is entering her division, it's going to come down to how she uses her IQ and her cardio, because you're entering her division. So it's going to be more than just size. You don't fight straw weights the same way you fight flyweights. Rose is straw weight. Let's be real. A lot of the straw weights are striker based. You know, they have some ground game too, but a lot of those are striker based. Marina, Joanna, Wei Li, Carla, you know, she's a wrestler. Janan, Dern, you know, she's on jiu-jitsu. She's working her striking. But when you move up to this heavier weight, you know, 10 more pounds, flyweight, you're dealing with grapplers like Maia, Shevchenko, Andrade if she comes back. Now you're going to deal with Miesha Tate, Lauren Murphy, Andrea Lee, good judo, Vivian Ruo, black belt as well. Yeah, wait, she grapples a lot, but did she grapple a lot against? Did she use it in the Rose fights? Did she use it a lot in the first Rose fight? Henry Cejudo had her putting that thing together in the second fight. She was still trying to learn how to get it together. But come on. It's more than size in this fight. I'm talking about this level of skill and this level of striking is different. This ain't Joanna. This is Chikagan, who fought as high as a bantamweight. And she can fight in the clinch with big full-time flyweights. That's all I'm saying. Oh man. Gordon said Rose would probably use her BJJ to her advantage against Chikagan, flying armbar. Oh man, she ain't did one of those in like what, 10 years, 8 years? She tried it. I think she tried it. Did she try it against Carla in that first fight? Did she try it against Whaley? Chikagan's a brown belt too, though. Again, yeah, Rose can do well against Andrade, but that's not the same fighter. Chikagan, long limbs, doesn't have to worry about the power of an Andrade from Rose. Yeah, I am getting out of here because our Bellator is on now too. So we got all y'all's picks. Everybody got your picks in. Here we go. I'm pull up this Bellator. I'll catch y'all on the next one tomorrow. So yeah, make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up on your way out if you haven't done that. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Y'all bring up some good points, good conversation. Tomorrow, I'm gonna start around the De La Rosa Barber fight. Yeah, I'll start around De La Rosa Barber, and then maybe go out and then come back in for the main event. We'll see. But yeah, tune in for De La Rosa Barber. I'll do the fight companion for that. Like always, Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.